around 2 half marathons, a full marathon, a sprint triathlon, and I lost 30 pounds in 8 weeks to compete in a bodybuilding figure competition where I took first place. I moved to Texas for a guy, started a coaching business, and from there it led to being asked to speak at institutions, businesses, sports teams on my vision casting and goal setting. Things were falling into place. I felt like I was finally making it. For as long as I can remember, I have always wanted to change the world. And instead, the world changed me. In the 10 years that followed, I married the wrong guy twice, we got divorced, filed for bankruptcy, and at the age of 38, I found a lump in my left breast. The biopsy results showed that I had invasive ductal carcinoma, and I had a double mastectomy. After turning 40 last December, I couldn't even recognize the girl in the mirror. I honestly was completely disgusted with myself. I know that sounds intense, but that's how I felt. I was so tired of the broken promises that I kept making to myself. I still wasn't doing the work that I knew I needed to do on myself to show up as my best self for myself. I kept resisting doing the very things that I knew would help me. I'd self-sabotage and make excuses until so much time had passed. I was completely disconnected from who I was and who I knew I could be. So at the beginning of 2022, I made a promise to myself that I was going to write the book that's been in my heart since 2010, and I got to work. I started meditating and writing daily, but this was a new type of work. It was unfamiliar to me. It was quiet, calm, still, patient, sometimes uncomfortable, actually many times uncomfortable, yet kind, gentle, emotional, and healing. I started to slow down and stop resisting myself in order to create a peaceful, loving relationship with myself where I listened to my inner voice. I discovered that I have spent my entire life muscling my way through. Divorce taught me that I did exactly what society wanted me to do. I went to university, got a degree, got married, got a job. Bankruptcy taught me to listen to my gut and intuition. I knew we should have never opened that second bar studio. I felt it, but I ignored the signs. It literally was like trying to put a square peg in a round hole. And breast cancer taught me to surrender, rest, and reflect. To slow down and stop trying to force my will on everything, and that there is a space that exists where I can be wildly successful and not at the expense of myself. I had a strict household growing up, and those external words became my internal words. This need for external validation helped me accomplish many great milestones in my life, which I am extremely grateful for. Yet I realized I have been starving myself for 40 years of the simple kindness I extend to others. Today, I'm learning to no longer seek external validation to tell me who I am. I began listening to my internal wisdom and trusting myself that I'm the missing piece of the puzzle. I learned that I had to shut down the noise and reconnect with myself. When I did that and I focused on my writing and speaking to the many faces of Janine, my external validation started to match my internal validation. I remember vividly sitting at the kitchen table with my daughter, playing with a microphone for online interviews, and she told me how proud she was of me. That was new. Then my son, my husband, my friends started to say the same. And it dawned on me that in doing the work on ourselves by showing up, we elevate and inspire those around us. More importantly, we can transcend our global village through this deeper connection to self. And that's when my mind just blew and I knew life's currency is showing up. We hear all the time that life's true currency is time and money. And although both are fantastic, and yes, they have their advantages, if you don't show up whole for that time and money, what enjoyment and fulfillment do you get from those gifts? Showing up grounded and in alignment has an added gift, not only to you, but to the world, as it has a global impact. It's truly your ability to deepen your connection with yourself and get super clear on who you are and what it is you love to do so that you do more of it. Because in doing so, you bring a different energy and a frequency into your environment, into your workplace, into your relationships. We all benefit. How we show up for the world and how we show up for ourselves is a direct correlation to your happiness, fulfillment, and achievement. Showing up is two parts directly connected. One is personal and one lends to our global responsibility for mankind. The first is the foundation for everything in your life. Your life in terms of relationships, career, finances, wellness. It's a direct correlation to the relationship you have with yourself. That alignment, which grounded, loving humans who show up as honest, authentic, and rooted in their truth, gives gifts to the home in which they reside, to the community in which they live, and to the career in which they thrive. In return, we awaken our collective consciousness and a ripple effect starts to take place. It's in stillness and the quiet moments of reflection that we receive a deeper understanding of who we are. Inner healing, a knowing. When we do those things daily, we can take on the world. We can tackle challenges that come our way. We remain solution focused and we can give space, most importantly, to hold another in need because we are aligned with our truest selves. We have filled our cup so they get our overflow. It's the only way to bridge the gap and honor the space between no longer and not yet. From who we are today to who we wish to be as individuals and as contributing citizens of the world, it lies within this heart work. Magic happens when you pursue your goals and dreams. Life shows up for you because you show up for it. Magic happens when you stop treating your body like a garbage can. When you take care of it and nourish it, your body shows up for you. Magic happens when you're kind to others and treat them with care and compassion. People show up for you because you show up for them. Magic happens when you challenge yourself to learn new skill sets and new ways of thinking. The world shows up differently for you when you learn to understand it and yourself more deeply. Where in your life could you invest more time and energy so that you can wake up each day with a sense of calm, connection, and peacefulness, full of passion and purpose? And more importantly, when times are tough or you're feeling lost and stuck, I hope you always remember that you're the missing piece to the puzzle and all you need to do is show up. Thank you.